Melissa Pig is doing her 4th year in the Mohawk McMaster nursing program, and she says the new externship is great.
I think for a lot of us, when the pandemic hit, we were anxious like anybody else about the pandemic, but we were ready to jump in. I think this is why a lot of us got into nursing to begin with. It's great, and nursing students should definitely apply for it.
She says the program will help students that are struggling financially after losing their jobs due to the pandemic.
They can be employed while still being in school. A lot of nursing students have unfortunately lost their jobs due to the pandemic as well. A lot of nursing students rely on jobs in long-term care settings as PSWs, or if they were an RN prior to starting their BSN program. And they're no longer allowed to work in long-term care settings while doing placement in hospital settings.
They are able to work under the supervision of a nurse, enacting the nursing role. They'll be helping to care for patients, to mobilize them, helping with their ADLs, feeding, a whole host of things.
And it won't just help students.
It will really help with the staffing shortages that are being experienced in healthcare today.
The program will run until June, and funding from the Ontario Ministry of Health is estimated to support over 75 externs at HHS locations. We asked the Ontario Ministry of Health if there are enough nurses and doctors in intensive care units, and if they will be hiring more. In the spokesperson's statement, it says the province has invested $52.5 million in programs to recruit, retain, and train more frontline healthcare workers during the pandemic, resulting in 1,196 more staff on the ground, including 564 PSWs and support care workers, 481 nurses, and 151 laboratory workers. And they will continue to add more throughout the pandemic. And despite the strain on the healthcare system, Beth Morris says it hasn't pushed students away from a career in healthcare.
I would say the opposite. For the most part, many of them have stayed in the program.
12 other hospital organizations across the province are also participating in the program.